Is that what you do, like in reverse psychology, with your clients? You should just stop it. Don't do it.
Just
don't. You're nervous about it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
God,
Don't worry.
Oh no.
When your sky is gray and your sun's gone away, how you gonna be a happy leader today? Worry not, step this way, a better way of leading is within reach. You got this, and no drama needed. We'll put a spring in your step and teach you just what to say, and let go all of that stress in a sustainable way. So let's get this crazy show on the way.
This is The Happy Leader, the show that gives you the confidence to say what you want to say.
And say it in the best possible way.
I have this presentation to do and I hate it. I hate it. If only I could have like a magic wand or a crystal ball or something that could make all the awkwardness go away. That would be great. Like a genie or something. Is there a genie out there, please?
You summoned me, mortal.
For real?
For real, for real. But I wouldn't eat any more supermarket sushi for lunch if I were you. I am your genie. I can grant you 3 wishes. What'll it be?
Okay. First, I want all the nerves to go away. Like, I don't want to be nervous at all. I want the nerves to magically just evaporate.
No nerves, are you sure? But aren't some nerves good?
Oh, I'm sure. No nerves.
Okay, no nerves, granted. What's next?
Alright, second, I don't want any silence.
No silence, but what if they're intently focused on what you're saying? What would that sound like?
Yeah, I don't care. It's awkward. And I hate it. And so if I take a breath or if I pause, I don't want to hear any silence. I can't stand that.
You're the boss, no silence granted.
My third wish, that's easy. No questions. I don't want any questions.
No questions, but what if they're enthralled? Wouldn't they have the urge to ask you questions?
Hey, you said I was the boss.
Indeed, you're the boss. No questions granted.
Yes, this is going to be the best presentation ever. All right, so this is our projection for the year. Kinda, Who cares? Not me. Those are only numbers. We all know it's not gonna go that way. Anyway, any questions? Nailed it.
What a blooming donut.
Somewhere over the rainbow, where bluebirds fly. Well, hello there, happy leaders. What's that now? You rumbobs and bobertas are in the mood for dancing? Well, let's spin some discs at the Gentleman Giffers Give Disco! What?
So I've been training presentation skills since 1998. So why 1998? Because that's when every training company under the sun developed a presentation training product. Why so? Whenever we have a change in technology, we have a change in reality, we have a change in communication. 1998, we're seeing the mass adaptation of laptops, people buying laptops, going to meeting rooms with laptops with PowerPoint. There's a projector. You need to plug in. You need to stand up and do a show. I remember corporate presentations when they were done with overhead projectors. These light boxes, used to sit in the dark, put the acetate, sit down on a chair by the overhead projector, change the acetate and just talk through it. Suddenly you've got to stand up and put on a show. In front of your stakeholders, in front of your customers, in front of your colleagues, in front of your direct results. I mean, it creates nerves, right? People tend to be most nervous about the two things which are good news. People are like when you're making a presentation, there are two things which are surefire signs that everything is going brilliantly. And they're the things that people fear the most. The first one is silence. People say, oh, Andy, I really hate it when I stop talking and everybody's silent. It's like, what would you prefer? They're chatting.
Yeah.
They're on their phones playing Candy Crush. What would you prefer? Right. Think about it.
Yeah.
When you stop talking and they're silent, it means that they're listening. It means they're on their edge of their seat. It means that you got them, right?
Yeah.
So you need to do something to get used to that, like deliberately pause, add some dramatic pause, count to 5. Pause, walk across the room, maintaining eye contact, because that means you got them. That means that you're building drama and anticipation. The second thing that people say, I hate it when a hand goes up, somebody's got a question. Like you hate the fact that they're so interested in what you're saying that they have to ask. They have to join in. They have to speak. That's something to welcome. It means, good, I'm getting it. I'm selling them. They're into this.
Absolutely.
So understand like what these signs mean. So simple. Don't be nervous about that. Welcome that.
And think ahead. How would you deal with it if there is a hand that comes up? Would you take it in the moment, or will you say, thank you for your question, I'm going to take the questions at the end, and that's it? Just think ahead of how you will react to that, so that you're not like, oh no, what do I do now?
This is your visualization again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your visualization. Exactly. I mean, I would say personally, I always welcome the question, because that's the strong way to show leadership authority. You just ask me whatever you want, I'll answer. So it's like there are points where you need to defer the question because they're trying to derail it or waste time, or that they actually want to make a mini presentation. That's fine, you can defer it, but always say, oh, we've got a question. Always welcome it and say, you may say, yeah, that's a good one. Let's talk about that in the break or something.
Yeah.
Always welcome it, because that shows leadership authority.
I love that.
Knowledge is power. All crimes are actions. I teach only theoretical distractions. I'm Megahead. I teach you just a theory. You wish you were dead. Your mind and body weary. Who said learning should be fun? Silence that infidel who trains dealing boredom.
Can I ask a question?
Of course, offspring of simians. Knowledge is power. And questions are the keys to the palace of knowledge.
I'm delivering a very important presentation next week to the board. How can I open my presentation to create an impact?
Theories of rhetoric, the art of persuasion in public discourse, began in Mesopotamia in 2285 BC with princess and priestess Enheduanna.
Okay, so all this theory you've been sharing all day, I mean, it's interesting, but in practical terms?
Practical? What does this word mean, practical?
I really need an action tip because I really don't know where to start.
Action? Action? I am an internal trainer. Leadership toolkits, management methodologies, the science of stewardship. No, there will be no action. Errors are actions. Crimes are actions. Sins are actions. Ologies only.
So my question though, can you help?
All questions are welcome. I will make you question. You will ask yourself, why are his lips not moving? Who am I? Why am I feeling sleepy? Sleepy. Sleepy. You are feeling sleepy.
Stop boring trainings. happy trainer today.
One other thing that I would like to add to that, and that I know that helped me and helped my clients, is to use your imagination in your favor.
100%.
Meaning that you want to visualize in advance what it would look like, but something very, very detailed, like imagine yourself getting on the stage or getting in front of the boardroom. What will you be hearing? What will you be feeling?
Yeah.
What will be the temperature of the room, right? And visualize this in as much detail as possible, because what you want is to help your nervous system get familiar with the situation. So that when it actually happens, then you already know it and you have a higher probability of staying calm. Because sometimes people also, yes, they get nervous and it's a good thing. And if it affects speech or if it affects fluency, as you said, or all of a sudden we blank, right? This is just your brain kind of being in a fight or flight mode. So we want to lower the probability of that happening. So visualizing in advance can be really helpful.
Your brain can't distinguish between a simulated experience and an actual one.
Exactly.
So when you're imagining something that's visual, the visual area of your brain, the area that would be visual, active when you're actually seeing something is active. So simulating the visualization is an incredibly powerful technique. There's a reason why multi-million value athletes use this as a technique, because it works.
Fables and allegories, satire is a pedagogue. Will you be the ball with power or will you be the underdog? Oink, oink, I want it my way, woof, I've had enough. Push this old dog to its limits, things will get pretty rough. Push this old dog to its limits, things will get pretty rough.
It seems we have a time conundrum as the headline presentations from earlier overran.
Wait a minute, I'm up next. Are you cutting my presentation?
A splendid idea. And can corporate compliance condense your 30 minutes into a 5-minute headline summary?
Yeah, sure thing, boss man. I mean, what the hell? I just David Copperfield this, right? Pull a damn rabbit out of my ass while I'm at it. What the hell does that even mean? The headline presentations. What do you see us as doing? Bringing up the rear? Jeez. You expect us to give two about these boring-ass all-day-long leadership strategy sessions, and you won't even lend me your ears? Let me save you some time and save me some breath. I don't give a tuppeny about your time conundrum.
Facts! You can take your pecking order and just stuff it. If this leadership meeting were a toilet, I wouldn't even flush it.
Gentleman Giffer's boudoir. Why are you here? Because you have just experienced the Happy Leader Show. So what's going to happen to you now? Let me enlighten you. You are going to like, you are going to subscribe, and you are going to join the newsletter.
Stop. The imposter can protect you. Have you finished all of your work? Is the stick up your ass well in place? Are you deserving of fun? Protect yourself from happier leadership today with missing out on the newsletter.
Imposter! Get the